Hey, Love Island fans, we are back to talk about another episode. We got one new boy in the villa who's our newest bombshell. We have one of our islanders get really vulnerable. And then at the end, one boy loses his girl to the bombshell. Welcome back to Romance Review TV. It's Lady T, and I got another recap for you guys. Love Island UK Season 9 Winter Games, episode number 2. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So let's talk about our new boy Tom, and the girls are over the moon excited about the new addition, the very tall new addition into the villa.
Tom is very nice. Who doesn't like a 6'5" man?
And I can totally appreciate where Olivia's coming from. As I'm 5'10", most of the guys I've dated is taller than me, so I get it. Anywho, he decides to have some conversation with the girls. The guys are watching on. And some of the guys seem to be a little bit worried about the newcomer, especially Harris. However, Ron, he was like, look, if that was me, I would be doing the exact same thing. So he didn't blame him at all. Now, with the conversation that the ladies had with Tom, it seems like they're a little bit open to trying to get to know Tom. I mean, hey, tall, dark, and handsome, why not? So now they had, of course, their little challenge where a question is pulled out of the box and then they had to perform with whatever the request was. So we got to see Ron do a kiss with Lana, which she was like, it was kind of awkward. So I don't know if she really liked that kiss. And then it was Tanya'S turn. She decided to kiss Kai instead of her guy, Shaq. And of course, Shaq was looking on. He didn't feel some kind of way. He was like, hey, as long as it's in the challenge. But it seemed like Tanya enjoyed that kiss with Kai. And then we had Lana, who was supposed to do a lap dance, which she chose to do that with Ron. However, the girl ended up splitting her skirt. So she had to turn around and sit her butt back down. So that didn't happen. Then we had Will. Now, Will went way left when he decided to give Olivia a foot massage. However, it wasn't just any old regular foot massage. This guy decided that he wanted to actually put his mouth on her toes, which some people are into that. It doesn't look like Olivia was, because the look on her face was like the ick. Seriously. So I don't think she enjoyed that. As for Kai, he had to do a 3-way kiss that didn't go well at all. It was kind of awkward. I mean, as much as he tried, I don't know if the girls were really into it, because it looked like they tried to break away from him faster than anything. And then we had Tom, who had the option to kiss his top 3, which Lana was one of them. And I think Olivia was the other, which is important because he's building a connection with Olivia, which we'll talk about. But it really put a little bit on his mind on who he was interested in. And then there was Shaq, and he had something very interesting to do that he chose to do with his girl, Tanya. Check it out. Damn, Shaq, it sounded like you were actually mid-stroke trying to do whatever you were trying to do. Speaking of Shaq, he had a very interesting moment when he had a sit down with Tanya, as he enjoyed a kiss that he shared with her earlier and looked like he tried to go in for a real one.
But yeah, I can't lie, that I can't have that kiss on my mind. Us having our own.
What, another one?
But us having our own kiss.
What, like now? You're gonna have to wait.
Oh, is it?
You're gonna have to wait for that kiss. You're smooth. You're smooth, very smooth, but no, you're gonna have to wait.
Now, I understand Tanya's rationale on the situation, and if this was on the outside, I totally get it. She wants to make him work for it. However, on the flip side, we're at Love Island. This is an accelerated process. So, hey, maybe they'll get the opportunity. Maybe they won't. So then we got Lana and Ron, and this was a very interesting conversation where he decided to get vulnerable about his situation with his eyesight with her, and I really appreciated this, so check it out.
One green, one blue.
Yeah.
Obviously not a sob story, don't give me any sympathy. Well, I'm actually blind in one eye.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing or anything. It was
like when you were born. Really?
No, I was 8.
Yeah.
I think I was 8, 9.
So young.
I was in a football. I went down, like the ball come over. I went down to head the ball. He caught me his foot and sort of knocked me out.
Really?
And it detached my retina.
Yeah.
So I had like loads of operations as a kid.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
After, I don't know, however many, 5, 6, they basically said, you know, you're not going to get the sight back in it.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is that he didn't see himself as a victim. He wasn't looking as a sob or a sympathy story. And she obviously wanted to know but didn't know how to ask. And she mentioned that in the beach hut. Pretty much it was time to turn in for the night. We really didn't get to see any action or any cuddling or snogging or anything like that with any of the couples. Looked like they just turned in and went to sleep. So I don't know if this is an indicator of them not really feeling each other quite yet. We did see a little bit closeness between Tanya and Shaq, but that was the only couple. And of course, Tom is alone sleeping by himself. So now the next morning, and everybody had the boys separate from the girls, and they're deliberating about what's going on. And an interesting conversation happened with Olivia when how she felt about Will putting him in the friend zone.
You just don't even know what to expect with Will. Like, he would just lift you up and start spinning you around or something. Like, obviously, yeah, I'm coupled up with Will. He is so lovely. I did kind of sleep on it. I kind of, you know, see him more as a friend.
As for Kai, Tanya'S, really, I don't think she's feeling him. And she was very vocal about the fact how he was just opening up his arms wide open for her to just come in and lay in. And she's looking like, no. And then we had Lana, who really appreciates, you know, the vulnerability she experienced with, of course, Ron. And then we had Tanya, who spoke on the whole conversation that she had about the kiss and how she made him wait when it came to Shaq. And, you know, a lot of the girls appreciated that. I just hope that in an accelerated process like this, these are opportunities to be intentional. So now it's Tom's time to make his rounds. And with each of the girls, first up was Lana. And that was an interesting conversation because as much as I think Ron and Lana is a good match, I tend to think that maybe she's interested. And then there was Olivia. And of course, she was giving him all of the back rubs and the suntan application that she could, and she's pretty much open too. Now there's a connection between these two. And then Tom made his way over to Tanya'S. He wanted to get the temperature on her and Kai, and I don't think that temperature is hot between those two. And she pretty much, I think she want to explore all options, even though she thought that Tom was attractive and that she would be open. But I think she's going to kind of sit and wait and watch. And Anna Mae seems to be pretty open as well when it comes to Tom. So I don't know. I think it's up in the air. As much as I think some of these couples are solid, I still think that they're going to explore their options in the end, which, you know, that's also another part of Love Island. It's now Tanya'S turn, and interesting enough, as much as it seems Shaq is truly sold and her as being his number one, I don't know if Tanya is seeing Shaq as her number one, as she said that she was completely open and exploring her options when she had her conversation with Tom as well. So I don't know, Shaq, maybe that kiss was an indicator or lack thereof. So then they had the dirty laundry challenge, and interesting enough, they had to guess based on the details on the little panty-shaped card whether or not who did what. So this girl once made a catfish account to stalk a guy and got caught, which was Olivia in the end. Then we had this one girl who describes her favorite sex positions as back shots, which was our girl Tanya. Then one of our other gorgeous girl had sex in a cinema movie theater, or the toilet, the bathroom, and that was Lana. Our next girl told her parents that she was headed to the gym when she actually went to get a boob job, and that was Anna Mae. Now, this girl, which was interesting, offers to pay on the first date, and if they accept, she won't see them again, and that is Tanya'S. So it's kind of like a bait and switch type of situation. Now, the boys are now in the hot seat, and this first boy had a foursome with his guy and two girls, which was Harris. This next boy says that his special talents is pulling MILFs, and of course, this is Tom. Then this boy once told a girl he was joining the army so he could stop seeing her, and this one was pretty darn interesting, which turned out to be Shaq. And this one gives me the ick. This boy once blistered his entire body for using hair remover cream, and that was Kai. And then finally, this boy was caught having sex in a restaurant by the waiter, and that turned out to be Ron. So, with the girls having the most correct answers, they actually won the Dirty Laundry Challenge. So now we're back in the villa, and we see a very interesting conversation between both Shaq and Ron, who are the guys in my top two favorite couples, as they kind of reflect on their connection that they have with both Tanya and Lana. And of course, Shaq is really excited about getting to know Tanya, as well as Ron having that connection with Lana. I just hope that the girls in the situation are really, maybe pursue whatever they have with those two. And if not, hey, it's their choice. So now we're in the evening time where everybody's just pretty much dressed up, chilling out. And there's this interesting situation with Olivia's dress that, of course, Harris, who she's also interested in, is trying to help her situate.
You're gonna have to like that.
Okay. What are you doing?
No. So
they're
where's this
really
go?
long, huh? No, so it needs to be in a bow. Oh wait, is it come under?
Yeah. Okay,
it needs to be in a tight bow. Ow!
Sorry, your hair was out.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Right.
Okay, did you double knot it?
I want to double knot it now.
Because I can't have it falling down.
Ow. You're a bit red on the shoulders, like.
I know, I'm so burned.
I don't know about you guys, but that does not look like a double knot. It looked like a quintillion knot. I don't know what he was doing, but after him fixing her up, she leaves that guy and goes over to Tom as she tried to explore the connection that she has with him. Now, we know she's coupled up with Will. She gave him a whole demonstration about being a ring girl, which definitely put a smile on Tom's face, but it's kind of giving him some clarity on who to choose, because he's again trying to get an idea of where the lady's head's at. That conversation with Tanya, this conversation with Lana, and then when he got to sit down with the boys, of course they asked him who you're going to choose. He then gets a text message saying it's time for him to choose a girl that he wants to couple up with. So now we're by the fire pit. And pretty much our couples, which I don't see anything with Kai and Tanya'S. We all know Olivia has pretty much kissed all the boys and she's not interested. She put him in the friend zone. As for Lana and Ron, possible. As for Shaq and Tanya, possible. Harris and Anna Mae, well, we know Harris is interested in Olivia, so there was nothing there. However, it's now Tom's turn to choose the girl he wants to couple up with.
So the girl I like to couple up with is Olivia.
So Tom chooses Olivia, which of course leaves poor Will very, very single, as you know, she already put him in the friend zone. And of course, Will gets a text message saying that he's pretty much got a week to try to see if he is still going to be single and vulnerable. So we finally get to see that Olivia and Tom is now our new couple. However, it's just beginning, because we have two very brand new on tomorrow night's episode bombshells that we are going to get in the villa, which could shake things up for a lot of these other couples. So we got to stay tuned. Okay, so let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What do you think about any new potentials with our new coupling, Tom and Olivia? And do you see any other couples backsliding as they maybe isn't finding that chemistry that we originally thought? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for other recaps on this channel. And until the next one, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon. Bye.